A 45-day-long electoral process has come crashing down on India's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party. It has brought the main opposition, Indian National Congress, back from the brink of its 240-year history, albeit feebly, thanks to generous support from the Indian from the India Alliance. The BJP itself has fallen short of a majority by securing 240 seats in the 543-member Lok Sabha. This below par performance has triggered calls from certain quarters for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's resignation. Why? This is because the Prime Minister himself, or his guarantee for that matter, was the main agenda for this election. Nonetheless, the NDA bloc, consisting of the BJP, Chandrababu Naidu-led Telugu Desam Party, and the Nitish Kumar-led Janata Dal United, among other partners. This alliance has clinched 295 seats in the Lok Sabha, thus offering some respite to the BJP as the NDA alliance. The erstwhile ruling alliance has crossed the halfway mark of 272 seats required for a majority in the lower chamber of the bicameral parliament at the center. Still, there's no guarantee whatsoever that the 16-seat strong TDP and the 12-seat strong JDU won't flip-flop. There's no guarantee that they won't switch sides, as more lucrative offers are likely to come their way from the India bloc. NDA's 295 seats in 2024. What do they signify in comparison to, let's say, 219 Lok Sabha elections? Let's read a bit into these data. The 295 seats in 2024 mark a considerable slide, if you will, in popularity of the ruling alliance in comparison to 2019, when the NDA alliance secured 352 seats. In those 352 seats, the BJP had a lion's share. It contributed a whopping 303 seats compared to a paltry 240 seats in the year 2024. This humbling of the BJP, this humbling of India's largest political party, what does it mean? This humbling of BJP at the hands of the electorate may be seen as a sign of a waning charisma and pan-India appeal of Narendra Modi, both as the Prime Minister and the BJP leader, particularly in the Hindi belt. What does that Hindi belt mean? It's a huge area, a huge swathe of territories consisting of some of the most populous Indian states, not necessarily in the in the order that I am just reading out. The Hindi belt consists of Bihar, Chandigarh, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Uttarakhand, and Uttar Pradesh. Together, these states account for more than 250 seats in the 543 member Lok Sabha. I was talking about the BJP's and Narendra Modi's diminishing pan India appeal, his diminishing charisma before the electorate. Why? This is because it is quite clear, because this time around, Modi himself was the agenda. His guarantee was the agenda. What this verdict from the people has indicated, has clearly shown, is that Modi is losing credibility. He is losing charisma. He is losing that pan India appeal, and fast. This time around, the BJP and the NDA drew heavily from his charisma, from his persona of that Vikas Purush and the so-called Divya Purush. And the people did not seem to have that much of faith compared to the earlier elections in his leadership. That's a distressing sign. Now it has become clear that the BJP's rallying cry, that is Up Ki Bar 400 Par, what does that slogan mean? This Up Ki Bar 400 Par means 400 seats this time around in the 543 member Lok Sabha. That was the NDA alliances, in particular the BJP's rallying cry this election. This rallying cry, in fact, it now appears, it now is quite clear that this war cry was meant to energize the party, the BJP's rank and file, and boost their morale in the midst of an anti-incumbency setting. Despite a setback, despite this poor showing this time around, the BJP will form the next government, marking its third straight term in power, given the Indian National Congress's not so impressive 99 seats. By the way, the INC has improved its performance, it's showing massively. It had just 52 seats, it secured just 52 seats in the 219 Lok Sabha elections, whereas this time around it has almost hit a century. It has almost hit that three-digit number, just one or two seats shy of 100. That's a remarkable improvement in the INC's performance. That's why I'm saying what I was saying earlier, that the Indian National Congress, this election has seen the Indian National Congress gradually come back from the brink. In his tweet also, Prime Minister Modi has thanked the electorate for giving the NDA alliance uh, a third consecutive win, a third consecutive term, and he has made it clear that he is ready to to lead the country once again. It's a long tweet, so I'm just I presented to you just the gist of that long speech, that long tweet. Shocks and sobering lessons. During its election campaign, among other achievements like India's rising global stature, its emergence as the fifth largest economy with a size of 3,942 billion and provisioning of free food grains to about 81.35 crore people for 5 years, the BJP, it highlighted the construction and consecration of a Ram temple in Ayodhya, proclaiming that it had brought the God himself, that is Ram, to his birthplace, and kept a promise made decades ago. But a huge setback came at the very place as Lallu Singh, the BJP candidate in Faizabad, which is home to the Ram temple, which is home to the newly constructed and consecrated Ram temple. The candidate from uh, Faizabad, that is home to the Ram temple, lost this election, lost his seat. Lallu Singh lost the BJP seat to Samajwadi Party candidate Avadis, Avadis, Avadhis Prasad by a margin of 54,567 votes. Thanks also to Bonhami with the Indian National Congress. Then came another shock in Amethi, in that important constituency that is considered a bastion of the Gandhi family. In that constituency, the firebrand BJP leader Smriti Irani, she lost the BJP seat to the Indian National Congress's Kishori Lal Sharma by a margin of over 1.6 lakh votes. That marks a full reversal of the 219 BJP wave that saw Irani defeat Rahul Gandhi. What a sweet revenge now. What a smashing blow back then, and what a smashing blow now, isn't it? Politics is full of surprises indeed. Prime Minister Modi won the Varanasi seat once again, defeating Indian National Congress candidate Ajay Rai by a margin of 1,52,000 votes. But this victory highlighted a remarkable slide in Modi's appeal compared to the year 2019 when he won the same seat by 5 lakh votes. It's a huge slide in popularity. It's a huge slide in Modi's appeal, isn't it? I think so because it won. Modi won by a margin of 5 lakh votes in 2019, whereas this election he won by a narrow margin, comparably narrow margin of 1,52,000 votes. This election was also kind to other BJP stalwarts. like Union Home Minister Amit Shah, Minister for Defense Rajnath Singh, and Union Minister Nitin Gadkari. Shah won the Gandhinagar seat in Gujarat, polling 10 lakh 10,972 votes against INC leader Sonal Patel's 2 lakh 66,256 seats and marking his second consecutive win from the constituency. Rajnath Singh, Union Minister for Defense, won from Lucknow in Uttar Pradesh, edging his nearest rival Ravidas Mehrotra of the Samajwadi Party by 1,35,159 votes. Then came the Hindi belt. In the Hindi belt, a huge setback came from India's most populous state, that is Uttar Pradesh, that borders Nepal. Turning the tide against the BJP that swept past two Lok Sabha elections in UP, which has 101 Lok Sabha seats. Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav won from Kannauj, polling 6,42,292 votes against BJP candidate Subrata Pathak's 4,71,370 votes. With this win, the Samajwadi Party grossed 37 seats and emerged as the largest party in the state that has a crucial role in government formation in New Delhi. With India's with the Indian National Congress's 6 seats, the India bloc's final tally in the state reached 43 seats, while the NDA bagged 36 berths, with the BJP contributing a lion's share of 36 seats. This shows that BJP remains a formidable force in India's most populous state. In another Hindi belt state of Bihar, Nitish Kumar's JDU won 12 out of 40 seats. In West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee's Trinamool Congress won 30 seats, marking a remarkable improvement in performance compared to 2019 elections when the Banerjee party, the Trinamool Congress, when it could secure just 22 seats amid the BJP's rise in the wake of identity politics. This time, the BJP was confined to a distant second position with 11 seats, followed by the Indian National Congress's 1 seat. At a press briefing, Banerjee said PM Modi should resign. Why? Because he has lost credibility as his Iski bar, is bar 400 bar. More than 400 seats this time around. Slogan did not materialize. That was what Namta Banerjee said. What's more important is Banerjee's promise to try to ensure that Modi remained out of power and the India bloc was in. Ram and Kham. Ram and Kam. What caused the BJP's poor showing in the 2024 elections? A slew of factors played a part, it appears. The ruling party built and consecrated a Ram temple at Ayodhya, winning hearts and minds of lakhs of Hindus. But did did this turn into a big vote sauna? Perhaps not, because the lesser mortals spread across the ethnic, religional, and regional divide had a slew of common concerns, everyday concerns related to associated with livelihood. They included the lack of jobs, a deepening rural distress afflicting farmers, rising communal divide, and alienation of sections of the national population. These people needed Ram, of course, but they also needed calm jobs, that is, which are indeed difficult to create in the world's most populous country with a population of more than 1.4 billion and the electorate of the electorate consisting of 640 million people. The divisive politics at play during and well before the elections must have alienated a significant chunk of the religious minority that comprises around 14.2% of India's population. A perceived or a real design to amend the constitution also played a part. As some of the candidates sought a thumping victory, that is, more than 400 seats, for the BJP to change the charter, to make changes in the charter, segments of the population consolidated against the party, further fearing that the secular fabric of the charter will be gone, along with the provisions of reservation, etc., if the BJP returns to power. A divided house, by the way, Nepal's political parties, what they did during those 45 days, what else except quarreling, except bickering over pretty issues. That is what they did. They sought, they did every bit to hold the parliament hostage, and they just went out their frustrations. They just hit the streets with their demands, with their petty demands that had nothing to do with the people and the country. They sought once again to hold the parliament hostage. They once again sought to hold the country hostage for the sake of their petty interests. That is what they did during those 45 days. They did not bother to huddle together to steer the country, to steer this crisis ridden country ahead in the path of progress and prosperity, in the path of development, in the path of good governance, in the path of rule of law. It's time they got their act together. It's time these parties got their act together before matters get out of hand in a fast changing global scenario marked by an intensifying race for regional and global supremacy. With this remark, I have come to the end of this edition of Soft Talk. I request you to subscribe to this channel, comment on our presentation, and press that like button. I request you to just support this initiative toward citizen journalism. We are trying to be your true voice. So we deserve, I think, every support from you. The least you can do, the only thing I request you to do, in fact, is to subscribe to this channel, comment on our presentation, and press that like button for our work toward that end. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening.